Table for two, table for two. Having fun, playing games, just me and you.
Welcome to the Table for Two show. I'm Phil.
Well, that's just great. Oh, I'm still Jane.
You are.
We had a good time today. We've been having fun this weekend, let's just say that. And we're not even drinking yet.
Not yet. Today we're taking a look at the game Valeria. Card Kingdoms.
Love this game.
Really love this game.
Thank you, Daily Magic Games, for putting out a great game.
Daily Magic Games, yes. It's a 1 to 5 player game.
So I don't even need him to play this game.
Yes, it's got a solo variant.
I still want to play with you, though.
That's good. It's for ages 10 and up, but I think you can get away with
a little
somebody
younger. Maybe even,
yeah. Absolutely. And it says it plays in 45 minutes.
It took us a little over an hour the first time. Not because it was hard, because we were just really into it.
Yeah,
and we're trying to kill each other. And
yes. Yeah, and it ended up being a close game, too.
Not really kill each other, just
really
beat each
neck
other.
and neck in that game.
Oh, my gosh. I love this game.
It's a great game.
I have to interrupt really quick and just mention a couple of things. First of all, and I'm kidding you not, we play a lot of games, as you know, not as many as we'd like to play, but when you're reading a rule book for the very first time, right, there's always, I don't know, most rule books, I'm not trying to bash anybody, but most rule books have, oh, I don't understand that, or what do they mean by that, and they have to go to BGG and like verify with everybody else. What do you think that means? And right? I'm not kidding, and of course, I'm not the expert of the world. We're not trying to pretend we're game experts. We know what we like, and we know what we like, right? But this rule book, I'm going to say right now, today, as of today's date for us now, this is the best written rule book ever, in my personal opinion.
It was spot on.
Spot on, no questionable items, not hard to read, lots of good pictures to prove out things.
Yeah.
I've never been so in love with a rule book. How sad am I? But I mean, this is really, I love that. I hate having to go back 400 times during the game. Let me look at that rule. Or what does that mean? Or let's go to BGG and find out how it's really supposed to be played. That stuff drives me nuts. So to be able to open the book, read it, play through, and play it, and really enjoy it, and not be, scratching our heads the whole time, was just, I just have to kudos again to the game company, because they really did a great job on that. Yep. By the way, how did we find out about this game? This game actually came out in 2018. So it's a couple of years old now. But this company's been around for a while. But we actually found out about this game, and I know I'm not doing a little promo here, but a little bit of a promo. We write, as you may know, for GTM Magazine, Game Trade Magazine. This is the most current issue. Very lovely cover with Malifaux on the front. But every month we have a review. I thought I had that page open, but I don't think I did. There it is. We have actually a 2-page spread this
2 pages.
This month on a game called Nagaraja, which is also very good. But why I'm telling you about this is not that I'm trying to push this on you, but it's a really good magazine. But monthly, typically monthly, not every month, I'm not going to promise you this, but they give you like a free something. Like it's usually in plastic, the magazine, because there's like a free card or a free component to a game to make you want to be curious about that game. And I'm, of course, very curious. So this month, for example, they gave us a sample Gloom of Thrones card, which is coming out this month, which I already pre-ordered. So they give you a free card or whatever it may be. So we got a free card for this game in GTM Magazine, and I always look at the card and I go, let me take a look at this, and I look on the computer, and I make sure it's at least 2-player. And as long as it is, I buy it. Because I'm like, you know what? If they're going to give me a free card, it must be decent. And this one very much turned out to be the case. Very much turned out to be the case. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Valeria? But first, have a little wine.
The wine.
So what kind of wine are we having today, Philip? We're having, actually, you know what's funny? We just popped the cork on this. Oh, that sounds funny. I popped the cork on this. The cork at the top, you can't see it. It says drink me. So when you look down, it's like, oh,
that was cool.
I'm going to drink me. But this is actually a wine from California, Sonoma County. It's a Zinfandel. I don't drink a lot of Zinfandels usually.
No.
But we thought because I like the name. Crowd pleasing. Crowd pleasing wine. So how could you go wrong with something called crowd pleasing wine? It's a vineyard called Dry Creek Valley. I guess that's a Ken and Derrick vineyard. I guess I don't know, but it's very good.
It's very pleasing wine.
It's very smooth. I always enjoy a smooth wine where it's not, to taste it 20 minutes.
Yeah, it really is smooth. Okay, so
it goes good with cheese, which I actually brought this time. Go ahead, talk.
All right. So the Kingdom of Valeria has all kinds of monsters infiltrating the entire kingdom. Undead, goblins, creepy spiders.
Ah!
She loves spiders.
I don't like spiders.
And the citizens of Valeria are getting kind of worried, especially because their king is getting old. He can't really handle the kingdom anymore.
Tired. Like me.
So it's up to the players, us, dukes and duchesses.
Duke. Copyright song.
Yes.
Duke. Okay.
To compete, to kill monsters, to expand their domain, and to recruit citizens to their cause so that they, one of them, could rise up and be the new leader of Valeria.
So we're competing to be the leader.
Yes.
That's why I said we took a long time playing the game, because we were really trying to figure out how can we beat each other as best as possible. So it's a really, really competitive game. Again, 5 players, I don't know. I mean, go for it. Go 5 players, go 4 players. But I like just the 2 of us playing this game.
Yes.
Personally. I mean, I would play with friends. We had a great game of Gloomhaven last night. But this is a weekly tape show now, so I can actually say last night we played Gloomhaven with our friends Tony and Pam, and we really enjoyed that game. And it was a little late, real tired, but we had a good time. By the way, you're spreading wine all over the place.
Oh no!
You didn't drink anything yet.
I
Here,
almost got wine.
while I show components, here, eat a piece of cheese.
All right.
It goes good with the wine.
Good.
Nice Italian cheese. Okay, anyway. So each player is, as Phil mentioned, is the Duke. And we're trying to gain citizens and whatnot. So you start off the game with basically a starter pack, or a tableau as they call it. You get your Duke. You get a Duke card, 1 Duke card per person. And it tells you the name of the Duke. But you keep this hidden, because on this card are end game, basically things you're trying to do. Like, if I get this, at the end of the game, I get 20 more points. It's basically objectives that you're trying to reach, but don't show anybody that card.
Yeah.
Okay, that's secret. You put that away. But then you also get 2 starter cards. And basically, these are 2 citizens who are already on your side. Okay, we have a peasant and we have a knight. And they're already on our team, and they're ready to help us get more stuff and do more things. But that's all you start with. Now, on the table, you will see in the playthrough below, click the link, and you will see the card, picture review like we always show now. There's a beautiful layout, a 4x5 layout of these cards that you can achieve during the game. You'll have a row of monsters, which you'll see at the top of the picture. You'll have 2 rows of citizens that you're trying to get on your side. And then you'll have a row of domain cards where you can expand your domain. So during your turn, you're trying to, grab those cards. So how do you get those cards? Well, every turn, taking turns, of course. Let's say I was the first player. Somebody rolls the dice. Okay, there's 2 dice. And when you roll those dice, let's say you roll a 3 and a 4. Okay? You look at your citizen cards. You'll see there's numbers at the top. This is a 5 and a 6, for example. Those are activated. Okay, so if it was a 3 and a 4, not 3 and 4, but I did. Those cards would be activated. And also a 7. You also add the 2 dice together. So if you had any cards with 3, 4, or 7, those are active. Now what that does is at the bottom of the card, it tells you it's either going to give you gold. By the way, you start off with a couple of gold pieces and things in the beginning, but you get gold. You get strength, the red tokens, and you get magic. Yeah. I like the magic tokens the best because you can use the magic either for gold or for strength when you're doing things. So it's almost like a little boost, a little magic boost to what you're doing. So you collect, it's called the harvest phase. You're basically collecting all your stuff to then be able to buy and use the items that you're seeing in front of you. So what can you buy? So after you get your tokens, the active player, by the way, the person who rolled the dice gets to take 2 actions. Not the other player, but the active player. Yeah. Now, they can do is they can buy or pay off. Pay off some citizens. That sounds familiar. Anyway, pay off some citizens. No, not going there.
I got some gold over here. Would you follow me?
You vote for me. Anyway, 2 citizen cards. Not 2 citizen cards. Here's 2 examples. One's a rogue, and one is a wizard in this case. But at the bottom of each card, it shows you the cost. So, for example, the rogue costs 2, the wizard costs 4, and there's a little plus sign. And all that means is if you already have a wizard, you have to pay the 4 plus however many wizards you have. So if you already have a wizard, you pay 5. It's very simple to understand. You're just basically paying to get the citizens on your team. And then, you basically put them in your tableau as you collect them in. You can also, on that top row, kill monsters. Yeah. And that's with the strength. And by the way, again, gold can be used with magic as long as you use at least 1 gold. Right? So if you have 3, you can use 1 gold and 2 magic to make 3 gold. And strength, same thing. You have to at least use 1 strength. Yeah. But with the monsters, I would say it like that because I talk to my cat like that. Monsters. My cat Turtle, I think a lot of you know. And I go, Turtle, monster, and she. Monsters can be very easy to kill, like this little goblin for 1, or they can be very hard to kill, like this goblin king for 6. the harder they are to kill, the more victory points you get. By the way, that is how you win the game. The most victory points wins.
Yes.
Surprise, every game. But I don't care. I like this game a lot. So if you kill these monsters, you get victory points at the end of the game. So that's kind of cool. And also you get prizes. Like if I kill this goblin, I can also get one coin, which is nice. So you kind of read the cards. And the last thing you can do on an action is buy a domain. And they're a little more expensive usually. Like this one's 13 gold, for example. But they also have some requirements on them too that you have to match, certain citizens in order to get that domain. You can read them. You can see the game below. But they also give you like different abilities and things. If you make sure you read your cards and see what they can do for you. So for example, during your harvest phase on this one, gain 1 extra piece of gold for every knight you have.
Yeah.
So you got to pay attention to those.
Yeah, because some of those are immediate, and some of them actually happen every turn on a phase.
During your turn or phase. So you're basically going through, and each player is taking turns doing that. And by the way, there's another action you can take. You can literally just take a piece of gold from the bank, or a strength, or a magic as your action. So maybe you just need more things to use. So that would be considered one action. So again, 4 things you can do, but two actions. You could do the same one twice if you want, which is really nice.
Yeah.
So each player keeps taking turns back and forth doing this until the end of the game happens.
Yeah.
So basically, as you play through, there's only 3 different ways the game can end. You want to explain those 3 ways, Phil? Drink some wine?
Yes. So if all the monsters are slain, well, then the land is now safe.
No more
so
monsters.
you might as well have the king make his decision right there. All the monsters are slain. That's one way to trigger it. Another way is all domains are built out.
No more domains to buy.
There's nothing left to build, so again, triggers the end of the game. And the third way is a certain number of citizens are completely recruited, and they have kind of a cool mechanic for that using these exhausted cards. So basically, 2 times the number of players, exhausted cards are what you have set to the side. So in our case, for 2 players, when 4 different citizen piles are exhausted,
So all the knights are bought or whatever.
there's enough citizens recruited at that point for your cause that triggers the end of the game.
Right. And then, of course, at the end of game, you really just count up your victory points. You count up all your monster victory points. So you saw there on the bottom of the monster card, you get victory points. You also count any domain victory points that you might receive. Also, during certain cards and pieces of the game, you might also obtain a victory point, these little purple tokens. That can happen during a killing a monster or something. You'll see, I can get a victory point for that as well right away. So you got these. And then the last thing is your Duke.
And the Duke comes back into play. There's a piece of cheese on my Duke.
I was like, there's cheese in your Duke.
First I tried to drown him with wine, and then I cover him with cheese. And that's where the conditions come in on the bottom. So you might have to count certain types of citizens or monsters or those kind of things off your domains to figure out how you're going to win. And that's where it's kind of cool. You know what secret you have, like maybe you see another player collecting a lot of a certain card, like, I wonder, maybe I should try to collect those cards. So it's kind of cool.
Or collect your own cards because you want to win too.
Well, of course, yeah.
Unfortunately, in this game that we played, the first time we played it, Phil beat me by 1 point.
It was like 82
I'm like,
to
let's
81.
let's calculate the votes again. Recount. And sure enough, I lost by 1 lousy victory.
See, I think that's why it took a while, because we were really balanced in what we were trying to do. And it took a while.
It's so much fun. I think anybody would enjoy this game. It's not super hard. It's not super easy, but it is easy to learn, fun to play. It's going to be another Carcassonne for us.
Yeah,
Every time we're thinking, what do we want to play tonight that's not new? When you play a new game, that's easy. But if you have like games in the closet, you're like, what should we play tonight that we already played before?
Yeah.
Carcassonne, or now it's going to be Valeria. By the way, I'll show you later, but I can just put it down below. Their website, right? Go to their website. They have expansions for this game. I think at least 6 if I remember looking right. I'm buying them all. Just... I'm going to buy every single expansion because I am so excited. I hate when I do that though, because I buy all the expansions and we usually wind up playing them eventually. But again, you only have so many years to live. So how many times can you play? It's kind of hard until we retire someday. They'll be playing all day and night. Yeah. By the way, I just want to point out one other thing. Another free card we got from GTM was this one for Villages of Valeria. Now this is an older game. It's 2016.
Yeah.
So long I've had this card. But I finally ordered it. And see, it's still in the shrink wrap. I still haven't even played it yet. But I have a strange feeling. It's called Villages of Valeria. Same company. They also have expansions for this. So we haven't played this yet, to be fair. But we probably won't do this on the show because we were doing this one. But I can't wait to play this one.
I'm looking forward to it. It's got to be as good as this game. It's just got to be.
Now, a couple of things we just want to mention. So hopefully you'll try Valeria. Don't forget to look below at the link with the photo playthrough, so you can kind of see how it's played, which hopefully all of you are enjoying. But then a couple of things we want to put at the end of this show really quick. Number one is Vicki McKinley. Yes, I'm calling you out, Vicki, if you're watching this. Mm-hmm. You won Trellis a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
So we haven't heard from you yet.
Where are you?
Where are you, Vicki? I hope you're okay. That's first and foremost. We hope you're okay.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you didn't just go, I hate the show, and delete. I didn't realize you won the game. Gary Gentry got his, so congratulations, Gary. But definitely, Vicki, if you're listening now, I'll also put another post on Facebook. Please contact us so we can send you your Trellis game. Mm-hmm. If you don't contact us, we always say our rule with our contests are within 30 days. If you don't contact us, and it's not a threat, it's just if you haven't contacted us within 30 days, we have to give the game to somebody.
Yeah.
So then we'll do a repick. As a matter of fact, I still kept all the slips of paper we had from last time just in case. But hopefully Vicki will reach out to us. Mm-hmm. Don't also forget we have our new contest of the month that'll be picked in December. So take a look for that on our Facebook page. You have a choice of one of the games we played last month, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like that. And then the last but not least, like our Facebook page, if you haven't already done that, like our Facebook page, we have a cat.
I am being pestered by this cat.
She's meowing at him like, Daddy, I'm starving. She's got fed. And it's not Turtle, it's the other one.
No,
it's
I try to
Miss
pick her up and then she
Productions.
runs away.
It's actually the Miss
I don't
His.
want to be on camera. I just want to pester
Actually,
Daddy.
I put her on camera a couple of times ago. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, Facebook and also YouTube. I know it sounds like just sick of hearing this, but can you please, if you haven't subscribed to us, we would appreciate your subscription on YouTube. But what we found out, I think I told you this last time, is if you don't click that dumb bell, I should say dumb bell, sorry,
Dumb
YouTube.
bell.
This little bell, you don't get notified when we post new videos. Now maybe you don't care. You're like, I don't want to be notified. That's fine too. But if you want to know if we're posting new videos, that bell will notify you when we put up a new show. And we only do 2 a week, like we said. Sundays is our game review day or our game day, and then usually Friday we throw something stupid up there like Alexa stuff or
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever we do this Friday, not sure yet.
Yep.
So anyway, we appreciate, as usual, you watching our show, our little tiny show here. We love hearing from you. Please comment below if you've ever played Valeria Card Kingdoms or if you have any other...
Sorry, I'm trying to get her on camera and I can't.
Or if you have any other comments about this game. But yeah, we really love it. We highly recommend it. So go grab a copy if you can. Or next month's contest, this will be one of the games in the contest. So again, if you stick around, you can maybe win it next month. So have a great night. We'll see you next Sunday or Friday, depending on what I post. And again, we appreciate you. Cheers.